तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः. Sri Ramakrishna is speaking to Vaidyanath, a friend of Surendra. The question of free will is coming into picture. I have a doubt. People speak of free will. They say man can do good or evil. Are we really free? Master was telling, everything depends upon God's will. The world is His play. He has created all these things, great and small, strong and weak, good and bad, virtuous and vicious. In some other place He says, as there are the nectar-like fruits, there are the poisonous fruits also. There are trees which are non-poisonous, not only giving high nourishment to the mankind, but there are trees which are poisonous. Like that, the whole world. Similarly, there is another distinction, as is the visible world that is perceived by our five senses. There is a world beyond which is imperceptible to our senses. Mind also cannot conceive. When we were children, we had a doubt whether ghosts and things like exist or not. When we asked Father, just understand this much, as there is visible world, there is invisible world. Anything can be there, and till you enter that world, by transcending this, you will not know what is there and what is not there. It is like a house closed from all sides. You don't know what is there inside or what is outside. Nothing. From outside, nothing can be known. From inside, nothing can be known. No, you cannot enter inside. So like that, there is good and bad is one thing. There is another aspect of existence which are gross, subtle and causal level of existence. To some extent we can infer, but we can't see unless we transcend. Only one limitation that makes us limited not to enter into the transcendental realm is mind. Once you cross the layer of mind, mind is limiting. Senses are limited in its own way. I can see a particular range of light from violet to infrared. Beyond that, I cannot. A particular decibels of sound I can hear. Infra and ultra I cannot. So the whole range, infinite range, a particular range alone our senses have perception. Small smell differences we are not able to make out, whereas dogs and other animals have a longer range and more intensely they can feel. So range is there. They too have a range. All have a range, and the infinite universe is beyond. So invisible perception, because of the limitation of senses, and next limitation is mind. Mind limits within the space, anything you can conceive within time and space, not beyond time and space. Timeless existence, timeless, there is no time, no space. Existence without space is very difficult to conceive. It exists, but there is neither space or time. What it is, mind cannot conceive. So, intellect also fails to discern. But intellect is a medium through which you can charge it in a particular way to penetrate into another realm. Intellect charges consciousness so much that it can penetrate through matter and go beyond. It can go enter inner layers or transcend the nature and go beyond. That much capacity intellect has, that particular property intellect has. Mind doesn't have. Mind is sankalpa vikalpa atmika. Its nature itself is to think of pro and cons. It's oscillating. It cannot penetrate. Oscillating cannot penetrate. Intellect is always penetrative and firm. Here it is different. So these differences we find. So mind, the moment you cross the barrier of mind, you see a beautiful new world of more freedom, more light, more reality, more reality. Just like what is the difference between dream world and waking world? Same difference is there between waking world and the transcendental realm. Oh, all this immediately looks as unreal. Not only it looks unreal, the moment you enter into it, when you come back, the world that you were seeing drops off. You will never see again. You saw before entering into that meditative, last time you saw. After that, when you come back, you will see a divine world. No more the world of raga, dvesha, attachments and aversions. It drops off, completely washes off. So this is the one layer of mind you have to cross. That is one of the more important hurdle which you have to cross. Very difficult to go beyond the limitations of mind. Because mind has been the source of all references. All my understanding is in this memory. If memory fails, I am zero, nothing I can do. I am just a vegetable on this earth if memory fails. Everything is in memory. This sofa, I know a sofa, I am able to sit, this is my child, this is my mother, this is my father. Everything I am able to recognize only because of the memory. Memory fails, nothing, it's like a bland thing. I don't know what is what. So I am accustomed to see everything in the background of, in this, nothing of the transcendental is there. I have not experienced anything. This is filled through experience. What all I have experienced is there in the memory. I saw a crow. That crow is the memory. Anywhere, any type of crow I can identify. So these things. Yesterday night, the Matajis were coming to the ashrama. It was quite late. It was dark. In their vehicle light, they saw a python going. They stopped and took the picture of it. It went off. While coming, another thing, a huge bird is flying over and going. They are seeing those things for the first time. The huge bird was flying and going. So how it will be, just formerly used to be migrated birds used to come. Amidst them, huge birds used to be there. Nowadays we are not seeing. Otherwise, winter seasons, they come here in the river, they used to, so many, in hundreds they used to be moving about. Now all have gone away. Maybe that bird. But the first time when we see, it is an experience. Seeing a python experience. Anytime, anywhere, oh, it's a python. It is this identifying. It enters into memory. Experiences enter into memory. Everything is decided by this experience. Transcendental, we don't have any experience. We cannot imagine also what is. Suppose I have not seen a particular type of animal, like Nilgai in the Madhya Pradesh. A body is like a horse. It has two horns of a cow. Its color is bluish. They call it Nilgai. I have not seen, but people have told such and such animal is there in that forest. I could understand. From the references given, from the transcendental, I can't know. Because I know what is horse, so I can imagine a horse. Two horns of a cow I can imagine. What it is. Color I can imagine, horse color, cow color, a bluishness like maybe buffalo or something. That I can imagine. Mind can conceive it at least through upama. That is, there is no upama also. Cannot be compared. A small one glimpse of that is sufficient to make up all the things. After that, what is God? What is self? What is this universe? Everything can be explained on that one small glimpse that you have. It is like a blind man. He has never seen a light. One glimpse of light somewhere he sees and eyes go away again. You understand what is seeing, what is color. Otherwise, he can never know what is color. He cannot know what is light. He can never know what is seeing. He uses all the term. The same condition is ours regarding the transcendental world. So this world is his play. When we finish of our play in the world, we'll understand it is his play going on, in which I am a participant only. He has created all these things, great and small, strong and weak, good and bad, virtuous and vicious. This is all his Maya, his sport. We give to children a playing instrument, kaleidoscope. 3 glasses are kept in a triangle and some colored glass pieces are put inside. Every movement will give a particular design, beautiful designs. If you open and see, no design is there. Some pieces of colored glasses and 3 this triangle, kept in triangle, like 3 small sheets of glass. They reflect each other when you see through the light. Now, Maya is same thing, like varieties of pattern we see, like seeing through a kaleidoscope. That varieties are there, patterns are so many patterns, but same principle. Each movement gives a new animals. You see how many varieties, how many species, based on the same principle, gross, subtle and causal bodies. So, Sattva, Raja, Tama, 3 glass sheets, in between is the whole, this universe. And it is like a prism. The white light is on the other side. The play is going on of the colors here, this side. Each reflecting and changing it. This side we are on this side. That side is the pure, undifferentiated light, white light. It's through the prism. That prism is Maya. This kaleidoscope is Maya. It is an appearance. There is no reality. If you want to take out that what you are seeing, it is not possible. Through kaleidoscope, the patterns that come, you cannot take out. You cannot do anything. But it is there. You can see. It is an appearance. What is real is few pieces of glass only. So here this, when sport and Maya terms come, Maya immediately remember a prism. From prism, the one white light is passing into so many colors, varieties are forming. The few basic colors, the combination, how many varieties of colors we are seeing around. Just a combination of those two. 7 colors, 7 ranges, how they mix up and varieties of this world form. The world is His play. You see, the truth is we are filled with unwanted burden of non-spiritual awarenesses. Otherwise, if once you begin a spiritual life, take God as your goal and support of life, Himself as the path, everything becomes calms down. You can see the nature, enjoy the nature, participate in the nature. Otherwise, mind is always restricted in some prison, imprisoned with so many things as mine, my responsibility, duty, so many things. We bind ourselves with so many things. We don't have freedom. Once we start the spiritual life is something where you release all the strains, taking God and nature into your fold. Oh, they are doing. Just like a child freely lies down and sleeps, moves about freely because parents are there to look after. Similarly, nature is there, God is there, parents are there. I need not worry. All these holdings and tensions become released. Till then, we see the nature, we don't even observe, our attention doesn't go to the nature at all. Such a beautiful thing. The morning sunrise, the noon hot sun, scorching sun, night, starry nights, moonlit nights. How many things, every moment is a new coloring. When we are in Himalayas, we used to see all seasons in one day. Suddenly rain is there. Rain stops, sunshine. Then sunshine stops, there is extreme cold. I cannot sit there outside. I have to run and cover myself. All seasons you can, winter, summer, rainy, spring, everything you can see within a day from morning till night. But if our mind is calm and clear, I have to attend to today's problem. Now a problem, if you take it as problem, otherwise attend and go. It's an opportunity. Then you will be able to, otherwise we burden our mind with so many things and the lifeboat is always ready to sink anytime. So throw the unwanted things off the board so that your lifeboat becomes light and it smoothly starts floating. Even in the strong storms, it will not be sunk. It may topple, move here, there, this, that may happen, but it will never sink. The more the load, more the luggage of the brain is so much, and will be either thinking of the past or future. Present is there, just attend and go. Don't carry those things forward now. This we forget. And always we are carrying the past and future and leaving the present in a weak way. If you unload this, how pleasant is the journey in the lifeboat. This is the how why do we need spiritual life? Why we need God and things like that? Is you will have a beautiful, joyful journey in life without any conflicts and contradictions, without any obstructions. You're smooth sailing in a calm waters, led by the breeze of divine grace. Here comes the need of spiritual life, far from the worldly life. This is all his Maya, his sport. You must have observed that all trees in the garden are not, say, of the same kind, varieties. As long as a man has not realized God, he thinks he is free. It is God Himself who keeps this error in man. Otherwise, sin would have multiplied. Man would not have been afraid of sin, and there would have been no punishment for it. See, even in the West, when I went, I was seeing the absence of karmic law amidst the people, and the one life concept, there is no rebirth, has given a tremendous change in the modern world, Western world. They have become intensely body, enjoyments, earnings is the only thing, as if some are peeping beyond. Oh, this is a thing which we should not notice also. Let us see something beyond. A few people are there who are looking at the penetrating into the external materialistic world and try to understand something beyond. But most of the people are carried by maybe at least 80-90% of the people are intensely body and seeking bodily comforts and enjoyments. How the spirit is totally left over. It is not going to be affected. But still, what will be the life condition? So here we see the spiritual life holding on to the divine and ever happy. The moment you begin the spiritual life, you see that you are all, amidst all the pains and sufferings, insults and joy, you are happy within yourself. Because your happiness or peace or the inner freedom is within you, within your control, and not dependent on the external factors that govern life. The situations, bodily conditions, and people around. Om Shanti, 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 we say, one pertaining to our own inner problems, one given by the external beings, and one from the divine. These two problems we will never have. So here we see a new world with the spiritual existence. As long as man has not realized God, he thinks he is free. It is God, the moment you realize God, the ego totally grows up. I can do, I have to do, that no I will be there. It is He alone. He is the doer, He has become everything. Just like when you wake up from dream, mind alone. The dream ego dissolves with waking up from the dream. Dreaming something was kept on the stove, something was boiling. After waking up, oh, I have kept something on the stove, what is going to happen? You never think, you don't want to correct it, go and do something again in the dream. Because after waking up, the dream ego is dissolved. If dream ego continues, I want to somehow enter back into the dream and bring down that what I have kept on the stove. The dream I dissolves. This I with which we are moving about in the world dissolves and nothing remains. So he sees, oh, it was all played. Mind alone is doing. The whole dream world is created by mind and is being conducted by mind. Oh, it's all his play, his sport. I was not doing anything. The picture that I had of mine, with which I identified the body, also was created by mind. All my features, all my tendencies, all my nature also is created by the mind. Exactly tallying with me. The way in which I talk, the way in which I sit, everything is there. How the mind creates, you see, the whole world. Like that, it is mind's sport going on. Mind has that power to manifest a world and play and dissolve and go away. Like that is this world. Once you realize, oh, all this is divine, God alone is there and except nothing, then the question doesn't come. I have to alter, do anything. It's his play, it is his play. I am not there. Same thing happens. But do you know the attitude of one who has realized God? He feels, I am machine, and thou, O Lord, are our operator. I am the house, and thou art the indweller. I am the chariot, and thou art the driver. I move as thou movest. I speak as thou make me speak. This is what happens after the first thing is spirit purity. Purity of life, purity of thought, purity in every respect, purity. Then spirituality. Purity and spirituality, if this leads to the enlightenment, spiritual life with purity leads to enlightenment. The moment these two come into the picture, he is already within the limits that he is becoming an instrument in the hand of God. And the moment he is enlightened, he starts influencing his life, and without talk also, it starts influencing the people around who are already ready. They get the knowledge, they get the information. The transformation takes place through purity and spirituality. It is going to make you ultimately an instrument in the hand of God. You see, you must clearly understand these two principles, purity and spirituality. To live as spirit is spirituality. To live as body or matter, to live as body is worldly life, spiritual life, worldly life, bodily life. Worldly life is same. Living as spirit, living as body, how much difference is there? This living as spirit and purity, immediately becomes the instrument in the hand of God. I am only a chariot, you are the charioteer. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.